Hello, welcome to another Coral Springs Improvement District's informational video short. Today we'll be looking at wastewater treatment. Let's go with the flow and follow the same path as wastewater. First, wastewater from homes and businesses within the district flow into one of 41 lift stations. The purpose of a lift station is to first collect the wastewater from the gravity system and then pump the wastewater into pipes called a force main, which convey the wastewater back to the wastewater treatment plant. The Coral Springs Improvement District's wastewater treatment plant incorporates 3 distinct processes to remove dissolved and suspended solids from the wastewater to produce a product that will meet or exceed all federal, state, and local guidelines for disposal. Preliminary treatment. Preliminary treatment, or screening, is the first step in cleaning the wastewater. Before the wastewater is introduced into our treatment plants, large contaminants such as rocks, rags, toys, golf balls, and other debris must be removed first. Remember, sewage may include anything that can be forced down a toilet or a 4-inch hole. A device called a bar screen first removes the debris and then deposits it into a dumpster. Secondary treatment. Once solids and large particles are removed, the wastewater flows into 4 large aeration basins where air is injected to aid the growth of microorganisms that naturally live in the wastewater. Diffused air enters these 16-foot deep tanks from the bottom, creating bubbles that make the water appear as if it's boiling. These organisms, commonly referred to as activated sludge, clean the wastewater by digesting the organic materials and other contaminants in the water. The wastewater remains in these aeration basins for about 3 hours, which is sufficient time to allow the microorganisms to consume the contaminants in the wastewater. Next, this partially treated wastewater enters basins called secondary clarifiers, where the activated sludge settles out of the wastewater. The clean water flows up into a tank called the contact chamber, where a chemical called sodium hypochlorite, or bleach, can be injected to kill any bacteria remaining in the treated wastewater. Step 3. Deep well injection. This effluent water is then pumped deep into the earth, 3,400 feet to be exact, through a pipe called a deep injection well. Once pumped to the bottom of this well, the effluent water then mixes with the salt water that occurs deep within the earth. Deep injection wells are fitted with monitoring wells that reach 2,100 feet and 1,200 feet below ground. They are tested monthly to confirm that the disposed effluent water isn't migrating up from below ground. Let's go back a little bit in this treatment process. When the activated sludge settles out of the secondary clarifiers, some is sent back to the aeration tank to continue treating the incoming wastewater, and the rest is removed to tanks called digesters, where they are held for a minimum of 40 days to allow for stabilization. This material, now called biosolids, is then thickened and dewatered using equipment called belt filter presses. The biosolids can then be used by farmers as fertilizers or be sent to a landfill. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to call the district offices and look for our other videos.